If it's grammarly incorrect, stop me, okay? Is that a thing?
That's
Cold
yours?
coffee should not be existent.
Oh my God.
Ever since I started this series, I've been trying to find the best coffee shop out there, and that's where our sponsor, Queen City, comes in. Queen City, locations, Plainfield, New Jersey, and Clifton, New Jersey. Queen City, roasted with love. And back to the show. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. On today's episode of Blind Sip, we are here in Montclair, Bloomfield Ave, to try out Chashni Cafe. Welcome. How's it going? So, thank you for having us.
Of course.
And before we start,
Yeah.
like I just have to, like, it's screaming out to me, the architecture, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about this? Because I don't think anyone knows this, but we went to the same college.
Yeah. Different times.
Different times,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
I graduated as an architect
Yeah.
and you went into
Interior design. Yeah.
So tell me about this, because I said it reminded me about a special type of architecture.
Yeah. So basically, this location was designed in two concepts in mind. It had to be organic and it had to have some raw materials incorporated into it. So that's what I started off with. And then whatever I could, I added those like different aspects into. So like the curves, the materials, like the micro cement, where it's placed, the stainless steel, the wood. So it's like supposed to feel warm and open, but also raw at the same time.
And I love the pastel colors they use. I walked in, I told you, it reminded me of Moroccan architecture.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of this one cafe in Morocco
Yeah.
that looks exactly like this. So like
Yeah.
when I first walked in, I thought it was a Moroccan
Yeah.
cafe. Tell me about the art pieces. I know you like intentionally like curated
So
each
this was
piece.
not designed by me. This is by Waqar Mughal. He's a local artist in Jersey City, and we, I think he knows him. So we had a Ramadan suhoor here, and it was like a Sari soiree, and everyone was here, and they like put up all these art pieces. And when I saw their work and I saw mine, I was like, okay, we were meant to be. And I never took it off since last Ramadan. They're still
Mashallah.
here, so like now they're permanent.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I'm looking at this space and it's just well put together. Well
Yeah.
put together.
Alhamdulillah.
But
Yeah.
we're here for the coffee.
Yes.
What is it that got you into the coffee business?
Coffee for me started off young. Like we grew up drinking chai, but I never drank chai. I would make the chai. So when I was introduced to coffee, like Dunkin' Donuts, but my real like good mocha latte was a cafe in New York called Prodigy. It's not there anymore. I was really sad, but their mocha was like the best balance, like chocolate, espresso, milk, smooth, like you didn't feel clumps, like it was perfect. And I was like, wait, guys, this is amazing. Why didn't nobody tell me about this before? So ever since then, like I've just always been into it.
What kind of like specialty stuff do you guys make for like your coffee drinks?
Basically everything is like whatever we can, we make in store. So like our rose saffron syrup, honey cardamom, our strawberry sauce for our matchas. And I think those are like our main specialty syrup. I know like this is like for the later, but I'm like very like just enjoy your coffee type of person. Like I'm not into like the crazy syrups. So like I try to keep that very minimal. I want people to enjoy coffee for what it is.
Okay, so question for you.
Yeah.
What's your hot take about people who drink coffee?
That was my hot take. Please, like, we need to bring like cortados, flat whites, espressos, trend. Like, they need to be in trend.
Okay, so we're back here where the magic happens, right?
Yeah.
Tell us more about the science behind because I know you mentioned it earlier and I
Yeah.
really want to get into that.
I'm just gonna say I'm still learning, but the science, like as I'm learning, I'm appreciating because I bake a lot. So when I started doing like baking and this, I'm like, wait, guys, like you need to know your math, you need to know your science, because that all plays into it. So like pulling a shot, and like if you press too hard or like whatever, like these little gimmicky things that other people might not care about, but these little finer details make or break your shot, or like how it extracts. And like the water you're using can't just be like any water. It has to be like reverse osmosis and again.
I feel like the South Asian game when it comes to coffee are like becoming more prevalent. So
Yeah.
it's interesting to see. Like I just tried this great coffee, Pio Chai, by the way. Honestly, I was blown away, like goosebumps everywhere. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to see what kind of drinks they're gonna make.
What do you wanna?
So it's up to you.
Okay.
Because I have a choice for you.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have to do some substitution because they don't have what I need, but we're gonna make it work. So I just needed to whisper to the camera, yeah, let's see what you got. That's incredible. Come here, come here.
So hurry up.
Look at that.
You need to see Tim's latte art. It's not the best. An iced version,
A nice version.
and this is a hot version.
Okay, so I'm gonna try the hot version because, like I said, I prefer hot.
Yeah.
All right, spin that as always. I actually like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what fruit it is, or is it
They generally just say always fruity. You know what ice does? Ice enhances. So if you drink a flash brew or a cold brew, or like a pour over and make it ice, everything just gets elevated. It won't work with every type of coffee. You have to try it.
Do you know how to distinguish between a good chef and a bad chef?
I don't know.
Have their food cold.
Okay.
That's how you know if the tastes are good.
I like that.
And the fact that like, it's funny because like a lot of like coffee shops don't know how to do art.
Like 1 year because I was like, okay, I need to I need to learn now. So now I've just kind of like been on it, like steaming milk, like how much air goes in and when to stop, all of that like really plays a role in it. And these cups that I have are not easy.
Question, what was the reason for using glass over ceramic, or is it just for presentation?
We always like grew up drinking chai in glass, so when I saw that like coffee in glass, and then you can kind of see like how much foam like that's how you know. So like yesterday I went to a coffee shop, I ordered a flat white and the foam was up till here. And I was like, that's not a good flat white because that's a cappuccino.
Right.
The more foam,
the more foam, it makes it
becomes
different.
a cappuccino because then I just tasted foam right away. I didn't taste the coffee and the espresso, like the whole balance, basically.
Right, I love it. Like curves in the cups, curves. Well, I mean, cups are meant to be curves, but
So I want Tim to show
I gotta
how
see Tim
to make like his latte art, and he's amazing.
And there's the honey process.
The reason why people cheer back in the day was when two sovereign like countries would come together and try to make an agreement to really trust each other. They would cheer as hard as they can, so that way their drinks fall into each other's cups, so they know they weren't poisoned.
Cheers!
Bismillah.
So do you taste that distinct taste like afterwards?
Yeah.
That's the fermentation.
Oh.
So the more expensive the coffee becomes, that's because they ferment it.
All right, let me hold the camera. You get to try coffee now.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here really jealous. I'm like, oh man, this looks fire.
Okay, here you go.
Wow. You guys mentioned the fruity notes, but there is something else that
There you go.
I would dare say almost tastes like an oud perfume, right?
Yeah.
Like it has like a very
Oud perfume.
like
That's
a woody,
interesting.
nutty, fruity. It's layered. I definitely get what he means by orange.
When he was drinking it, he wasn't just taking a sip, he was slurping. Like the way it falls on your tongue is different for when you just take a sip, it just goes down.
Yeah,
Like,
you get to savor it.
Yeah.
You really get to like let it sit in your mouth for a minute.
Yeah. So it like falls on your tongue, so all the notes like all your taste buds are like skyrocketing and you taste everything.
Oh, you had some. I was like, did I finish it?
No, we have a little bit more. But yeah.
That was lovely.
You want to hold the camera now?
Oh, is it heavy for you? Too heavy for you?
No, it's not heavy.
I'm like enjoying my.
Do art through coffee, man. This
Yeah.
is incredible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I always was like passionate about latte art to get in a point where like not only it tastes good, but the latte could be perform good.
So tell me a bit about like what you made right here.
That's a sort of the seahorse as they had as a tail. Yeah.
It's interesting because depending on which angle you look at, over here
Oh, yeah.
it looks like a leaf with like fruits around it. But
Yeah.
I saw the seahorse at first. I'm like, dude, this is incredible. That's why like I geeked out a little bit. So although they're known for their drinks, like their coffee and chais, they're also known to be a brunch place. Fun fact, I found out I was recently allergic to eggs. So I can't try any of it, but my cameraman will try some, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
Here's
So
a date salad with grilled chicken
thank you.
and a melted gulab jamun.
What was the intention behind like the date salad?
Well, date is very culturally embedded in us and religiously. So that was like from the get-go, it's like I have to make something with dates and just like a bowl that had everything in it. Like it had your protein, it had like a little crunch, it had the bed of mixed greens, it had the nuts, like quinoa. Basically, it's like everything in a bowl that you really want in a bowl. Tahini, lemon tahini vinaigrette.
Okay,
Yeah.
insane. Because I like when I looked at it, it looks like an Italian one. But like when you smell it, it doesn't smell Italian. So like
No,
I can
no.
smell the tahini now.
Tahini, yeah,
Yeah.
tahini's there, yeah.
I gotta give it a shot. All right, bismillah.
Forgot about that.
Okay. The dressing makes it for me. Get some protein in there.
You like
really
it?
good, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh wow. What's the seasoning on top of the chicken?
We brine our chicken. So the chicken's brined and then it's grilled.
Okay.
So that's our secret because we own a chicken restaurant and I can't tell you.
I was gonna say
Because
like
of Namkeen.
yeah. Like so like is it like well known that you guys are like sister companies with
Yes,
Namkeen?
yes, yes.
Okay.
100%.
Which honestly I've tried Namkeen.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
I just can't have most of their food because it's all
It's
spicy.
spicy.
Why don't you try your waffle?
It reminds me a lot of kunefa, just the roses and pistachio.
But even like, I don't know, Whole Foods or whatever you can find. Chashni, when the whole concept came that we want to open up a cafe, the first thing that came to my mind was that I have to make a gulab jamun waffle. And I think it took me 3 months.
Wow.
But then I finally got it. And the syrup has cardamom, sugar, water. We put rose water and I put a little bit of cinnamon. So it soaks it and then you eat it during like happy moments, birthdays, weddings, anything of that sort.
Wow.
Are you gonna cry?
You see how I felt the first time I ate it?
Yeah.
I'm not crying, I swear I'm not. So I know we had this conversation earlier and one thing that you expanded upon was that the experience between coffee and brunch. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, yeah, so we are very big brunchies and breakfast people. Like growing up, like breakfast was like the main meal. Like everyone, my mom took it seriously, my whole entire family took it seriously. And then when we were introduced to brunch, like the whole concept, I would enjoy brunch, but then there was always like something missing with coffee. So that was like our goal with Chashni, was to balance both of those, like have great coffee, great matcha. I won't put anything on the menu unless I have my entire family try it. So like for us, it was always that, like make it perfect, because when customers come in, they have an expectation, and when you don't meet that expectation, they're not gonna come back.
I was just gonna say that you definitely have the designer mindset.
That's a great
Yeah.
way to explore like different recipes. I do that a
Yeah.
lot with my own family. And so it really allows you to like find, okay, this, you know what, it may not be like the best in the world, but they love it.
Yeah,
And that's what matters.
Do you have it on your menu where like this pairs well? Like for example, certain restaurants, what
Yeah.
they'll do is they'll
Yeah.
show like oh, like this menu pairs well with our red wines or
Yeah.
white wines and stuff.
Yeah,
Do you,
I don't have that, but we verbally say it to all our customers. A lot of people don't know what good coffee is. And
Oh, yeah.
people will come in and they don't care. And I'm like, I'm putting all this effort and you don't know what this is. But it's fine, like I accepted it. Like people just want it for the looks sometimes too, which is, I understand, but like that was my hot take. Like I wish people knew, like appreciated coffee for what it is and not just syrups and sugars, whatever.
and with that being said, I know you curated that wall. Do you mind like if we elaborated more on that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, so like the design, it has little or very slight hints of culture in it. What's special to me, what I hold special to like us as a family, as being Pakistani American, but I also wanted to make it familiar for the common the people who just walk in. They don't know. I don't want them to feel scared like, oh, where am I? Like you feel comfortable when you walk in here, not like afraid or like you're not in the unknown, right? It's niche, but it's not at the same time. It's like a familiar type. Back
Really?
in like 2016, it was called Vanilla More. It was like a chocolate / restaurant bakery. Like they had everything. So their table setting was different where we were by that window and I looked at it and I'm like, I love this, and my friend was like, you're gonna have a brunch spot one day, and I just laughed it off because I'm like, that's not gonna happen.
Thank you. Queen City, roasted with love. Ramadan Kareem.
I'm excited for this.
You showed me.
You made me wait too long.
I know. Okay, so this is called the Palestinian latte, right?
Okay.
When I put the syrups in, I need you to turn around. Okay. I can't have you actually see what it is, right?
Okay, I won't.
The camera will know. not you.
Yes, I will
All right,
not.
so we're using strawberry today. We can't find watermelon. Use pistachio. I learned this from Coffee Mountain.
Oh no.
Oh!
It's unique. I really like it.
Okay.
But I don't taste pistachio as much. No, actually, hold on. It comes after.
So it's the
It's very-
Palestinian latte, homemade strawberry.
It's on the sweeter side. I'm gonna be shaking on my way home, but like it's okay.
It's a sweet drink. Honestly, like I think that'd be like a summer hit.
It would be a summer hit. Yeah.
Homemade approved.
I'm very excited, and I'm a designer too, so I'm gonna critique you if I don't like it.
All right, critique me.
Kind
You
of.
drink it, and then like that strawberry taste kind of
Kinda
dies
dies
down.
down.
There's that nuttiness
You
of
won't
almost
taste.
pistachio cream.
You won't taste the like straight up pistachio.
Yeah,
You'll
but there's the
taste the
essence of
nutty.
it. Yeah.
You'll taste the nuttiness.
8 out of 10. I want it with watermelon.
Dude, what are you talking about? I can taste the. That's the first thing that hit.
No,
No,
it
it's
was
so
the
subtle.
opposite for me. I tasted strawberry first, and then I got the nuttiness and pistachio.
So is it Chashni approved?
It is Chashni approved. But I need to see the watermelon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it'll be on the menu.
Yeah.
Actually, you've tried the watermelon before, so you tell me, which one was better?
I like the strawberry too, but I'm
Honestly, like, thank you for having us.
Of course.
Coffee experience was incredible.
I'm glad.
Tim was
Yeah, Tim
incredible.
is incredible, yeah.
Since this Ramadan just started, it's been an incredible journey of the different coffee shops we've been through, Muslim-owned coffee shops, from their story, from the way they pick their menu and how they curate it and the experience. I think that's what's really important, and that's why I just love coffee. I can't wait for you guys to see the next coffee shop we go to. It's an incredible journey. Just follow along. Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan is senedi. Yalla, salam.